Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Thank you. Thank you for all your support, your comments, your suggestions, your interest, your ability to stay open as well, and to ask me about certain issues that you'd like me to cover. I'm learning with you on this journey, and I'm happy about that. It's been one of the most liberating aspects of my life to grow on our spiritual path of the Brahma Kumaris and to get into a more refined way of understanding the soul, God, karma, time, why we're all here together. It made me just such a different person when I really started to go deep into the study of Raja Yoga meditation. I don't know how many of you have actually delved into the teachings of Raja Yoga meditation by the Brahma Kumaris, but I so highly recommend it. And I'm not recommending it because I want you to come to my path, or I need you to start to study with me only, and this is the only way, and it's either this way or no way to get to your liberation. No. It's just been such a profound teaching. You know, you enter any one of our 9,000 centers and you'll always enter a very clean, quiet space. It'll always have this starburst of light, this light that is in every center, which is basically reminding you to remember the light within you and the light of the divine. At every center you walk into, there's a peace in there, there's a purity, there's something mystical that you just don't find anywhere else. When I first took my course in Raja Yoga meditation, even though my parents had become teachers by the time I was 17, 18, I took my course in Mount Abu, India, where our headquarters is of the Brahma Kumaris. And I just sat outside by a swing. It was by an area called Baba's Hut, Brahma Baba's Hut, the founder of the Brahma Kumaris. And the sister who sat me on the swing, her name is Sister Usha. She does beautiful stories on the Gita for the Brahma Kumaris. There was another sister called Naina from the UK who sat with me for one day. And then the General Secretary of the Brahma Kumaris, BK Brother Nirvair, he sealed it and sat and told me what the spiritual teachings represented and what it meant. And when I took those lessons, do you know who you are? I knew what I did. I know what I want to do. But I've often felt there's an invisible energy governing things beyond what I wanted. And even whatever I had been through and have done, sometimes I can't believe it actually happened. I don't have the qualifications for it, but I ended up there. I ended up running nightclubs in my early 20s. I didn't know how to do that. But I got there. Something in the soul was able to create love and bringing people together and celebrating them. And I'm still doing it now. It's just that the alcohol is spiritual knowledge and the club is an ashram, a meditation center. And I'm still bringing people together to find their joy. I've just changed it from an energetic realm of losing power to an energetic realm of gaining power. It was my mindset that changed, my my interior way of looking at myself changed. From Jenna, with the long hair and thick hair and dress and makeup and jewelry and cars and who you had, who you were with, not with, to Sister Jenna, an instrument for peace, an instrument to serve, to inspire, to encourage civilization to believe in their better angel, to come together as one so that we make this golden aged world a reality. Nobody should lack money, happiness, health, good relationships. Nobody. Not even I should not have it. I should have it. But just through that first lesson, everyone, things changed for me. Like, I started to see things differently. I'm in the same building called Jenna, but my level of consciousness went higher. And so I started to see things from a different point of view. We used to go to New York for New Year's Eve many times every year. And we would stop off at the Empire State Building. And there's always this queue, you know. And one time, one of my brothers, David, he decided to just go shopping for shoes because the line was moving slow. And finally, by the time we got in and the elevator, he came back with his shoe, his bata. And I remembered the smells, the people, the noise, everything I could see and smell. And as I went in the elevator, and we went to the top floor, and I came out, and I looked at the same city I was in. It wasn't the same place. The sounds changed. The yellow taxi drivers that seemed to be so bullish down below were not that anymore. They were just little dots. I could see the Hudson River. And I could see a lot more things. I was closer to the sky. And it was lighter up there. It felt more beautiful than down below. It's the same thing that happens when we get into our spiritual awakening. You're in the same building. The building is called your name. But you've raised your consciousness and you've raised your understanding of yourself and the world around you, that now you're living from the top floor, let's say the penthouse, and it requires a kind of responsibility to stay on top and not fall down below. And no matter how much you tell the people that's on the first floor, on the ground level, oh, you've got to come up here and see what it's like. They're like, yeah, give me time. Or I can't afford that. Or that's for you, not for me. But everybody has access to that consciousness. No matter how much you try to tell people, come up here with me. Like maybe even how I'm telling you now. Come up here with me. The view is extraordinary. You'll see yourself like you've never seen yourself before. And you'll see others like you've never seen them. And so in that first lesson, everything changed for me. I could not see myself the way I used to. And I liked that person that I was. But I liked the new version even more. It was growing even more. The soul within that I valued. And then came the other lesson on who is God, do you know who this energy is? Because we all have varying interpretations of this being. If God doesn't come into Christianity, I don't want what you're giving me. If God doesn't come in Judaism, don't talk to me. If God doesn't come in the Quran or in Islam or in a Granth Sahib with a book, or if God doesn't come by lieu of some other faith or tradition, I don't want it. Whenever we speak like that, it's actually ignorance, because nobody has proven that they have been successful in squeezing God into their religion. And this is the only way. It's not possible. And that's why when I end my show, I invite you to start loving everybody the same. It will reduce your attachment. Is that our attachment to certain belief systems have warped a relationship I should have with myself, with God, with others. It's created so much conflict. But if I'm able to really understand the artistry in accepting and loving everyone the same, I'm going to feel very closely connected to God. That's the second lesson of Raj Yoga. That once you understand this energy, this starburst of light, this supreme being that represents everything that's good, and you have an intimate connection to that energy of good, that being of light, that supreme power who is the ocean of everything true. Just imagine the kind of human being you will become on earth. Just imagine. Just imagine the way you would relate to people, the way you would treat people, your compassion, your respect, but also your determination to push through, to keep thriving for more and the best of what life has to offer. That was a great class for me. It was my mother's favorite class. She used to always talk about Baba, 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 Baba. God's light is within you if you remember Him. And if you don't remember God, then you're kind of on your own. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a really challenging situation, you go deep within and you begin to talk to this energy? Oh God, you've got to help me here. Things are tough. Because you know that light will remove the blockage of that obstacle and that challenge. It's innate. It's wired in 8 billion of us. But the thing is, we don't remember that divine being as much as we can. We tend to go to that divine energy when we're struggling. And in the Brahma Kumaris teachings, the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, you remember God. It's the first soul you think of. You don't think of anyone else. You, the soul, and Baba, first thing in the morning. That's it. Tell me what's my assignment. Show me more. Who am I? What am I going to become? Fill me up with your loving light. First soul you wake up in the morning, you think of. Nobody else. And then the third lesson is on karma. Okay, now that you're intimately connected to Source, to God, and you have an idea of who you are, don't mess it up throughout the day. Have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. Maintain good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. Do service, help, cooperate, uplift, share your peace to humanity. It's good karma. Don't hurt anyone. Don't seek revenge. Don't cheat. Don't lie. Don't deceive. You've got God's energy in you now. Do good with it. Make the world a better place. So fascinating. The courses go on. There are about 7 lessons. Each lesson 1 hour. And we offer them online now. But I have to tell you, it really shifts your perception of the way you see yourself and the world around you. And right now, our world needs a lot of light, a lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of peace. If you become peaceful, the world around you will be peaceful. And so I just was thinking a lot about our teachings and how useful they are for all traditions, people of all faiths. When we were in Paris for the Olympics and we presented the Illuminating the Light Within fashion show for the Olympic Gala, I represented every faith in that room. And for those that didn't believe in a God or believed in no thing, they too were present. Because in my commentary I said, but if you believe in good, you too have the light within you. I would have never been able to be so broad-minded and respectful to all people if I didn't have these teachings. I would have never gotten there. At least I don't think I would have. But because I've understood that we are all souls, and all souls are playing their part in this unlimited drama, I can't judge anyone. I don't have permission to judge anyone. I only have permission to love everyone the same, so that I'm free. I'm just saying that if you haven't done the Raja Yoga course, try to find it in your country or in your city. It's really fascinating the way it changes your perception of yourself and those around you. You just begin to see beneath their illusion, and you begin to see their real diamond within them. You start to relate to the good in people and not the garbage they try to throw at you over and over again. Anyway, I just wanted to share from my heart just how deeply grateful I am to these teachings of Raj Yoga by the Brahma Kumaris. I don't know what I did right, but I'm glad to have received it in such a way and to have a system that sustains me every day. Every day I'm given guidance and support. Don't lose that energy you're receiving from Baba's light. Invest in it and invest in the good of people. That light will keep shining. Let's take a moment of meditation now. Take a deep breath in and release. Breathe in again and release. My light that's within me is my entire world. In this light that gently sits behind my two eyes. There's the recording of a past, a middle journey, the end journey, and the beginning journey. It's a cycle. My past, my present, and my future is sitting in this tiny, infinitesimal, immortal, eternal light, the soul. Whenever I take care of the soul, I meditate. And I allow the stillness within to expand within the self. I allow the warmth of love and wisdom to nurture my beautiful spirit. And I surrender to God's love that is healing me from my past. And is creating for me a future that is so bright. This simple practice of introspection and stillness recognition of God's love, and my own potential changes me into a beautiful and charitable human being. This is just one of the many benefits of my connection. But just imagine the soul being an embodiment of charity and love. Om Shanti. So I hope that meditation was fruitful and helpful for you. And I wonder what awakened intelligence would say if I asked it, what is the benefit of Raj Yoga by the Brahma Kumaris? What is the benefit of Raja Yoga taught by the Brahma Kumaris? Let's see what they say. Well, it says it offers several benefits that contributed to personal and spiritual development. One, inner peace and calmness. Definitely that happened to me within 6 months. Number two, self-awareness and self-realization. I started to not deceive myself less. Three, positive thinking. Definitely a more optimistic mindset. Emotional stability. I didn't get upset much anymore. Improved relationships. I've been more invested in contributing to relationships and taking from them. So I've built a lot of trust with people. Mental clarity and focus, very important, because it gives you a focus point, like clarity on how to be with relationships and situations. Spiritual empowerment, definitely you can deal with whatever comes in front of you. Freedom from negative habits, huge freedom. You no longer were dependent on habits that were bringing down your energy. You've let them go because of your understanding. And a sense of purpose. And I would add a sense of higher purpose. I believe we all have some level of purpose, but there are different grades to it. And so it gave me a sense of higher purpose where I just expanded my relationships with people and with my contribution to the world. It got much larger when I became a Brahma Kumari. So overall, Raj Yoga, taught by the Brahma Kumaris, offers a holistic approach to personal transformation, fostering inner peace, spiritual growth, and a more meaningful life. I will say that's very true. I agree with that 100%. So now let's take some time and visit our Sister Gita effect and hear what jewels of wisdom she's going to share with us now.
From the heart of the divine, and the eternal parent is the topic. So, to all the parents, even those that have not parented, this is very beautiful. You are souls, and I am your eternal parent. All souls are my children. Everyone has to return to my love. You all belong to me. You call me by many names: Yahweh, Jehovah, Prabhu, Shiva, God, many, many names. And I call you my child. There is sweetness, absolute sweetness in our relationship. I am your unlimited mother and father. As my children, you souls are all brothers and sisters. As your mother, I support you and cherish you. I have come to serve you. I am here to serve you. As your father, I am concerned about your progress in life. I advise you what to do, and I help develop your character. I take you by the hand, the intellect, and show you the light. There is always room in my heart for all of you. I have no favorites. With my elevated thoughts, I send you signals every day in the hope that all my children will prepare themselves to go to that state of sweet silence, stability, and stillness, hence to the sweet silent home, called by many Nirvana, Paramdam, Brahmlock, merely the sweet home. I make you into my worthy children. I love you children so much. You were distracted from me for a long time under the influence of the illusions of the world. And when you awaken, I am so happy to connect with you again. Children, you were not happy because you were distracted in so many different directions from your eternal parent. The form of you children and I, the Father, It's the same. You are points of energy of light. I am also a point of light, supreme energy. This unique time, I adopt the form that I do, and I give you your spiritual inheritance of peace. I give you the knowledge that enables you to attain imperishable happiness. Only God can say to all of you souls, come, my sweetest, long lost, and now found children. Namaste to you, my children. Om Shanti. From the heart of God, the eternal parent.
Truly an angel she is, I tell you. Truly. So we have our Avyak signal, which are very subtle interpretations from the divine for us to practice. Stay under the Father's canopy of protection, and you will remain safe from Maya, the illusion, and you will experience pleasure in life. Yes, the study of Raj Yoga is very high, and though it is a high study, you do have the faith that you will definitely be victorious, that you feel nothing is difficult for you. It is the study of a cycle after a cycle. It is not anything new for you. So always stay in pleasure and contentment, and keep giving souls the message that they too should stay in pleasure and happiness. Isn't that sweet? So you think about me telling you every day, stay happy, be okay, don't get caught up in garbage. And sometimes we go into that space, but we don't stay there. You don't have permission to stay there. You don't. So just a little spiritual chit-chat today, and I really felt today that if everybody took the Raj Yoga course, you wouldn't be the same people. You would just open up your mind. You'd be living from the top floor, from the penthouse of your building, and seeing everything with those bright eyes and deep eyes of wisdom. You would like, I see you. I see that. All right, thank you all so much for joining in, all of you out there. It's been my privilege to be your instrument and to be of service. My deepest wish and vow, you take care of yourself. You lift yourself up. Yes, some days it's tough. You don't want to get out the bed. You don't want to do anything. You want help. You want support. You want the family around you to understand what you're going through and quietly send their good wishes and blessings on you, because what the mind needs is positivity. Yes, maybe we need all those things, but at the end of the day, you are the one that has to find it, and you do have it in you. Take care of yourselves, be easy, and keep loving everybody the same. There's a great freedom in that. Om Shanti.